what exactly is a zero? A zero is any value of x that makes the output or the y value 0. So graphically what this means is that, say your graph looks like this. These x-intercepts right here are called zeros, or roots, or solutions, or x-intercepts. But the reason they're called zeros is because the y-coordinate is 0. You're not going up or down. You're just going, left or right along the x-axis. So that's why they call them zeros. It's because it's the value of x that makes y, or the function, equal to 0. And you'll use this as you go on in math. So I just want to show you here, like, there's different ways to solve these. For these zeros, you could use the quadratic formula. You could factor. There's something called the rational root theorem that we'll be getting into in another video. But for here, I'll just show you the factoring method on this problem. So you can see we can factor this as x minus 4, x plus 3. We set these factors equal to 0. So x minus 4 equals 0, or x plus 3 equals 0. So we get 4 or negative 3. So those are the zeros. Those are the values that make this function equal to 0. For this one, we can do the same thing. We could factor it and set the factors to 0. So let's do that. X plus 3 times x minus 3 equals 0. So g of x equals 0. So if we set these factors to 0, you can see we're going to get negative 3 or positive 3. Again, that's where the graph is going to cross the x-axis. Okay, and then in this problem here, we're going to set this equal to 0. So we've got x squared plus 4 equals 0. X squared equals negative 4. Okay, so I'm just solving. Take the square root of both sides. When you take the square root of a negative number, you get an imaginary number. And we talked about this in a previous video. You can take a look at that if you're interested. But square root of 4 is 2. Square root of negative 1 is I. When you take the square root, you get two answers, plus or minus 2i. Now, because this is imaginary, that means that this graph is not going to cross the x-axis. And we know what this graph looks like. It's a parabola that's been shifted up 4 units. It's opening up. So you can see it's not crossing the x-axis. That's why we're getting the imaginary zeros. Okay, so it doesn't have any x-intercepts. So this has been a short video on how to find zeros and what zeros represent. I'll see you in the next video.